Okay, hello. I'm here to talk a little bit about news in our community. And I want to start with something we actually released last year on the Spring Summit, which is the KNIME Forum. Who of you is active in the KNIME Forum? Okay, then it's worth presenting it to the other ones. All right. So this is our KNIME Forum, right? As Michael already pointed out in his talk, it's a place where you can discuss questions related to workflows, to nodes, to data science, to whatever you want. And our community is actually really active there and answering all kinds of questions you have. If you go on our website, at this very top here, you see that, here, you see that you may not be able to read it, but if you go on our website, there is a link to our forum. You can click it, and then you end up on this page. And to give you an idea how a typical conversation in our forum actually looks like, I took this example, and this is really a random example actually, out of it, and here a guy or girl called MomDoc598A, he had a question about a specific problem with data table and date and time nodes and all these kinds of things, right? And quickly after that, like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes after that, I can't remember exactly, Lauber71, one of our most active community guys in the forum, actually posted an answer with a workflow, with data, with explanations, with hints, which everything, and the discussion went on and on and on and on, and in the end, I think MomDoc was really, well, overwhelmed, but super happy. Super happy. And why I show this, I really want to encourage you, participate in our forum. We have a fantastic community. You get fast answers to any kind of problems in there. Of course, we try to bring in some structure into our forum. That's why we have those categories on the left. To give you an idea of what belongs where, or we think belongs where, so we have this KNIME Analytics Platform category, where you can post everything related to data science, workflows, nodes, question here, there, feedback, suggestions, maybe problems, and so on. And then we have dedicated extension categories for our KNIME extensions and integrations, for the community extensions and the partner extensions. And obviously, this is all about this specific extension. However, if you are a community contributor or partner contributor and you don't see your category here for your extension yet, please reach out to me. I'm happy to add it as soon as possible. Then we have a category for the KNIME server, where you can discuss everything around the KNIME server, installation, web portal workflows, administration, and so on. We also have a category for the developers. Many of you might not know that, but we have a category for developers where people can ask everything related to, I want to write my own KNIME extension. I want to write my own nodes for KNIME. From setting up the SDK to building the node to deploying the node. And here in the audience and also in the back, many of our developers are just waiting for your answer, for your question, to provide an answer to this question. And last, the KNIME Academic Alliance category we recently added, and this is a place where educators, researchers, teachers can discuss lecture materials, can discuss potential joint grant applications, exercises for lectures, and so on. We also provide material on our own, which can be discussed there, and if you want to learn more about that, I think Stefan, Scott, and also Rosaria, please reach out to them. They're happy to talk everything about Academic Alliance. Okay, so this is what we actually released last Spring Summit, and we thought we could do a little bit more. We thought we can support our community more and do something else. So I'm really happy that this year we actually can announce the KNIME Community Workflow Hub. The KNIME Community Workflow Hub is a place, the vision of this is that it's a place where we enable our community to collaborate on workflows, to share workflows, to comment on workflows, to work together on data science problems in this platform. And to show you how this very first version, which we released just on Monday officially, works, I think it's best shown if I give you a little demo, live demo. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, cool. Okay, so there's a new item here in the top menu next to the forum here, it's the KNIME Community Workflow Hub. If you click on the KNIME Community Workflow Hub, you end up on this page. It's a web application, and in the first version, we put a lot of focus on this search bar here in the middle. And let me explain how we think people can interact with our system by an example. Imagine you read about random forests somewhere in an article, I don't know. And now you want to understand how you can actually use random forests in KNIME, right? So what you type in is random forest. What happens is that you get a search result list. Here you can filter by nodes, you can filter by workflows, you can search for all. And what I want, maybe I want to know about a node which can actually train a random forest or learn a random forest. And I can browse through the list of nodes here. And then I see, oh, there's a random forest learner. And usually a learner is used in KNIME to train a model. So I click here. What I get is an overview over the entire node description of this node. You get some information how to install this node actually. And also you better understand all the inputs required and outputs required for this node. You see the options of the node, like the parameters you can set at the node, which kind of views, so what kind of built-in visualizations this node has, and so on. However, this is like informative, but what you really want is you want to really understand how to use this node in context, right? How can you actually, how is it used in a KNIME workflow? That's why we have this list of KNIME workflows attached to a node, which are using this node in production somehow. And here I'm a user, I go through it, I see it, and I see, oh, there's a workflow, how to use the random forest nodes. I can then click on this workflow and end up on the workflow page, right? In the visualization here, you get a nice overview how this workflow actually looks like. You also see that Adrian, I know it's Adrian Nemat, has built this workflow. And I also can download, or in this case even open the workflow, as I'm on Windows, can open the workflow in my KNIME Analytics platform. Additionally to that, I get some textual description of this thing, and I also have some links to external resources which might be helpful understanding this workflow, or in this case in particular the random forest node itself used in this extension. Additionally, you see the extensions which are actually required to run this workflow. In this case, the node just works with the standard KNIME, or the workflow just works with the standard KNIME installation. You don't need any additional extensions. I will show how this looks with a different workflow. And you can also browse the nodes in the workflow in general. So you see, for example, here you see, oh, there's a scorer. Maybe I want to learn more about the scorer. I click on the scorer, and I get an idea what this node is doing. Okay. Furthermore, you can discuss these workflows in our forum. So we have this discussion panel here in the bottom of each workflow, and there's a crazy discussion going on with this workflow to show you how it works in theory. But you can easily comment on workflows, you can discuss with others, and this will guide you to our forum, which is a place for discussions in this case. Okay. So now I somehow motivated, if you have, let's say you found the information about random forest, you want to learn how to use it, but let's say you want to learn about a certain domain. So how do I do time series analysis in KNIME, for example? Time series analysis, then I click directly on workflows, and tada, lucky me, there's Iris with a very nice workflow for time series analysis. And again, I can click in, I can check the workflow, I see the dependencies in this case, the KNIME JavaScript views of this workflow, and I can learn how to do time series analysis in KNIME. And now I have to deep learning, right? You can learn what we do in deep learning, and if you're more specific, TensorFlow. Do we have TensorFlow? Oh yes, we have TensorFlow. Do we have TensorFlow nodes? Yes, we have TensorFlow nodes. Or anomaly, and I have problems writing that, detection. And you see, oh, the isolation forest pops up, which is a nice algorithm for anomaly detection. And you can also find all workflows related to anomaly detection. And this is what has been released like on Monday. It's available now, today. You can start with it, play with it. And we are in the next couple of months expect more. We are really actively working on that in the next couple of months to make this really the place for collaboration. In the next couple of months, what we also plan to do is to open this up for our community, that everybody can contribute to the system. This is one thing we want to do. And the second thing we want to do, we want to add more search results here. We want to add searches for blogs, searches for forums, searches for documentation and teaching material, such that it is really an easy way to get in touch with technologies you might not have known how to use them in KNIME before via this system. Also, we have a booth out there. Visit us there. We are happy to discuss your feedback. We are happy to discuss potential ideas or any other kinds of things you want to discuss with us at the booth. With that, thank you, and back to Thomas.